As an OBGYN MFM, I actually have avoided addressing this topic for a long time, even though people have sent me countless videos to address. I'm finally ready. Now, when I first started getting these posts sent to me about the placenta being worth $50,000, the first thing I thought about was I could have been sticking those placentas in my book bag, backpack, and taking them home. And I could have retired by now. But I didn't. And I'm just joking, by the way. The next thing I thought was, where is this coming from? This very specific $50,000 quote. So we're going to talk about it. Now, the first thing to know is you can take the placenta home. I don't know of any laws saying you can't take it home, but you can't sell it. There are laws against selling the placenta, which is considered a bodily organ. So you couldn't sell your kidney, can't sell your placenta. The next thing you can do is donate your placenta. And there's a lot of organizations out there that you can donate your placenta to. And you can donate the placenta, the amniotic membrane, chorionic membrane, amniotic fluid, umbilical cord tissue, umbilical veins, the Wharton's jelly around the umbilical cord. You can donate it all. But you need to contact a company beforehand to set this up, because they have you answer a lot of questions and fill out these forms before they will accept your donation. Now, placentas are used for numerous medical purposes, treating wounds, reconstructive, orthopedic, spinal procedures, eye injuries and diseases, dental procedures, sports injuries, medical research. And that's just the placenta, the umbilical cord, and other related tissues like the chorion and amnion. I'm not going to discuss the umbilical cord blood, different video. The placental donation is considered a birth tissue donation. So I've talked a little bit about what you can do with your placenta. Let's talk about what do the hospitals do with the placenta if you don't do anything with it. Now, most hospitals discard it like medical waste. Just like anything else, they get rid of it. Some hospitals use it for research, either within their own department or other hospitals' research departments or other research centers, and they usually charge some kind of handling fee in order to get those placentas to the research centers. Now, hospitals are not required to tell anyone what they do with the placenta, but there are some who have sold them to research companies or cosmetology companies, and we really don't know how much money they get, but it's not $50,000. Not $50,000. Now, where did that $50,000 amount come from? It came from this article, What is Your Placenta Worth?, published in 2019. And what they did was look at the potential therapeutic components of the placenta either today or tomorrow, and here's a list of 8 of them. Won't go through that. You can read it for yourself. And then they go on to say an accurate valuation of what your placenta is worth must include the following considerations. You can read those. And then they said, given all these caveats, we estimate a conservative street value of the placenta today around $50,000, and that could double or triple in 5 to 10 years. And by street value, they don't mean you could walk out of the hospital with your placenta and go out on the street and sell your placenta for $50,000 and walk home. That's not what they mean. That means based on what we know can be done with placentas today, an overall value of the placenta is around $50,000 for the different things that it can be used for. And that's going to increase, of course. But no one person or company is getting that $50,000 because it's divided up amongst all the different places that placenta could go for the different uses that it's being used for. So the important thing to know is this. Unless you take your placenta home, a majority of the time it's getting disposed of. And if hospitals are selling the placentas, they're selling them to research companies or using them within their own research departments and charging fees for that handling, but it's not going to be $50,000. Where a person could potentially monetize their placenta is through donation. And these companies should be buying people's placentas instead of just having them donate it. Yes, I know we want to be altruistic and be nice, but it's a placenta. And it's going to be used for a lot of things, and it does have value. So why don't we incentivize patients to donate their placenta if they're candidates by paying them?